Man, we got a Birds 365 after this thing? Is that what we got? All right. Today was the last day of training camp. Oh. Let me get that list up here for old Zander Krause here. There it is. So before we get Big Z on here, so here was the guys that were hurt again on the Mass Unit Eagles. You ready? Here we go. AJ, fuck it. No big deal. Don't worry about it. Hey, there's nothing to it. You listen to Eagle guys. Sileo's full of shit. Nothing here. Landon Dickerson. Fuck it. A knee. Sills, he's a tough guy. He'll get fucking through it. He's done nothing. Don't worry about it. Knee. All right. Okay. Melodic concussion again. Holy shit. Not another one. Andrew Makuba. Mr. Paper Mache. This guy's made of fucking balsa wood. Holy cow. I'm going to start calling him Straw Makuba. Hey, there's a straw man. Here's another one. Wait. Keely Ringo. Hey, I thought it says quad. I thought more it was his feelings. Devontae Smith. That's our boy. Joshua Uchikuchi. Groin. Okay. I don't know. Xander's boy, Johnny Wilson. Knee, ankle, pick one. And then Fidel Castro. Hamstring. This guy's out too. All right. Hey, that Eagle fan fucking ain't nothing, man. I thought these guys were the healthiest team in the world. All that being said, let's bring our boy in. Big Z. Zander Krause joins us now.
What up, Big Sills? How you doing, brother?
I am living large. How you doing,
I can tell you're living large. I'm living large as well, brother. Good to be on the show with you today. Always an honor to be on with the great Big Sills.
All right. Hey, man. So the last day of training camp, give me your, not the offseason, Zander. Give me a grade on what you think they accomplished, how well they did, the work that they put in. What did you take away from the training camp that they had for the month?
I think a collective mindset has overtaken the NovaCare complex that training camp doesn't really matter anymore. I don't really see.
Is that dangerous?
I don't know. I mean, it's tough to say it's dangerous because they've been so successful. And I think, look, I don't think it's negative from a sense of they're just saying that to say that. I think there is a reason for the reason they have that approach. They don't want to get injuries. They want to keep people fresh. They know it's a long, playing to the Super Bowl, Sills. A lot of dudes are, got their feet kicked up in Cancun. It's a long grind. It's a long process. And I think the Eagles they might be right. I think it would be fair to say, let's see when we have more evidence, but it feels like that's kind of the mentality they've taken. I don't really have a problem with it because they've been successful, but it doesn't really feel like they care as much about training camp now as they used to, and maybe that's why you see so many of those names out. Oh, Mailata's got something minor, put him on the bench. You know what I mean? Like, don't play anybody unless they're 100% fine and they want the work. It feels like that kind of mindset has set in at the NovaCare complex, and I can't really blame them in terms of we got to go deep into the year. We got to keep people healthy, and August isn't when you win Super Bowls. It's a time to get ready, but it's a different league.
Okay. Well, don't you think that list of names that I just threw at you, doesn't injury stop momentum? I mean, do you really believe that you think there's momentum going into that Dallas Cowboy game right now when you've got guys that have been in and out of the practice squad? They've been practices. They've been in and out of the joint practices. They've been in and out of practice themselves. AJ hasn't practiced at all. I mean, don't you want momentum going into that game? It doesn't feel to me like they have momentum going into that. Now here, I'll give them this. Look, they've been there. They've done it. They know what it takes to win. How come I just don't feel there's momentum heading into the Cowboy game on the 4th?
Well, let me ask you this, because I don't disagree with you. When that banner drops,
oh yeah,
how much momentum gets picked up when that banner drops on that Thursday night opener. And the cameras pan to Jerry Jones, who's looking on at Lincoln Financial Field, and the Eagles are reigning champions of football. Now, I'm not saying that's going to make up for everything. I'm just saying
game week.
There's momentum. I agree. It doesn't really feel like there's a lot of momentum, but let's let the wheels get started. Let's let that engine heat up a little bit before I say that. I think they're going to be just fine. Maybe they do start out a little slower because – something you brought up is just obvious is, they haven't played many reps this year. No offense. I mean, they haven't played many reps together at all, which, again, I don't think it's going to be a problem long term, but maybe they start off a little bit slow because of that. But as far as momentum, man, I'm thinking that banner drop is all they need for night number 1.
Game week will fix that, man. You get into game week and all of a sudden – you're showing up to practice and you got the Cowboys Thursday night. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. What's the biggest challenge, in your opinion, for the Eagles this year?
The biggest challenge? It's a good question. The biggest challenge is probably living up to the expectations that have not only been set by the fan base, but also inside the organization, inside the team, inside the locker room, within their own minds, within their own thoughts and everything like that. I think that's probably the toughest thing because, John always points this out. You win more than you lose in this league, no matter what. No matter who you are, you lose more than you win. At the end, at the final buzzer. Tom Brady won 7 Super Bowls. He's still at 14 or whatever, however many seasons where he didn't win the ring. So you're good. It's a tough battle. That's why I always say to people, I feel great about this team, but it's an uphill battle, man. It's a tough climb. It's a real thing. It's a real hard thing to achieve. So I think maybe that, and then outside of some of those intangible things, the defense and what challenges are they going to face on offense that differ from last year? Will they be able to run the offense the same way they did last year? I'm not sure if they will. There's a chance they can because that O-line and Saquon Barkley are so damn good. But there's also a chance that teams come in and force them to beat them different ways. How capable are they to do that on a week-in, week-out basis? What does that defense look like? If the defense regresses, how much more of the load does the offense have to carry? So I think those are the on-the-field things. But I do think some of those expectations are definitely a big hurdle to overcome.
How about this? I'm going to go a little bit off the reservation here for you. So Howie's offseason has been, has been suspect to me. I heard John say something. Boy, they just didn't have a sense of urgency in replacing these guys because they really bought into what they did with the drafting, with the guys they think they have on the team. It's clear that it looks like right now that that's a challenge at safety, at corner, who's going to play next to Bond in the opener. It's probably going to be Trotter. You're going to maybe have a rotation when it comes between Uche and Ojulari. I think on that side of the ball, man, you could really question what John brought up a long time ago. Look at how they went through the offseason here. They're worrying about 25, 27. They're worried about 26, 27. They're still not giving up, and I'm not saying they are. And then you just got through telling me, hey, training camp. If this guy's injured, they're going to put a guy on the IR. They're going to miss reps. They're not really going to be focused on training camp. So you're not focused on replacing people. You're not focused on training camp and getting reps. My question would be, is staying focused. That would probably think my biggest challenge because it doesn't look like there's a lot of laws this offseason for the Eagles. I'm not impressed with anything how he did in bringing other personnel in. I'm not impressed with the fact that they've missed reps. I'm not saying that that's not a good team. I'm saying sometimes this is the stuff that Super Bowl teams go through.
Yeah.
That's just staying focused on the look. Doesn't it look like they're not the hunter anymore?
Well, but I think your point is, it's well taken by me because I think people don't understand where it's really hard to get 55 guys bought into greatness. Remember, guys, this is greatness. You get a room of 55 people together. Some people are going to want more time on the couch. Some people are going to be lazy. Some people are going to be motivated. Some people are going to have great work ethic. Some people aren't going to. Now, I'm not saying as a collective, the Eagles don't have a great work ethic and aren't bought in, but to be committed to it that long for that amount of time, multiple years in a row, is definitely a challenge. It's something that takes a lot of work, a lot of discipline, a lot of effort, a lot of time. Remember, Sales, they were focused a lot longer than other people were last year. Perfect example, Sidney Brown is playing late in the year. His brother's in fucking Cancun with his feet kicked up, drinking mojitos, sending him photos. I'm not saying that people are going to butt check out. I'm just saying it's a challenge. It's a real challenge. Everybody goes through periods of their life where they have to be more disciplined. I'm not saying you can't do it, but it takes more of you. It requires more of you. And to have 50 guys, and really more than that, the whole organization, the coaches, the staff, the GM, everybody bought into that level is I think, another fair challenge by you. I think that's a tough thing. It's a human element too, though, isn't it?
That's right.
Look, it's not knocking anybody. It's human nature to sometimes be like, I need a break. The Eagles don't get many breaks, man. They're a championship organization.
That's why there's so few repeats. I mean, listen, and I'm not saying that the Eagles were not going to pound Kansas City, but don't you think Kansas City ran out of focus at the end of that Super Bowl? They looked like they couldn't get out of their own way. But you know what that was a combination of? 3 years in a row of fucking going all the way through February, and all of a sudden they got to the game. Bro, it looked like they were just out of gas.
I don't disagree with you at all.
I mean, right? So,
and especially with the Chiefs, especially with the Chiefs.
And by the way, I'm not saying Philly wouldn't have won.
Look, I do think we have a roster that's actually built to handle that better than most. I don't think we have a lot of immature players. I think we have a lot of dudes with really good heads on their shoulders. I think we have a focused bunch. I think we have a motivated bunch. I think we have guys that have sacrificed their personal, for the good of the team, which is a tough thing to do. No, I'm not ripping them at all. But my point is, you have a good chance with this team. That doesn't mean it's not a challenge. It doesn't mean it's not something you have to go through and you have to persevere through.
Absolutely here. Yeah. So I want to ask you, and I'm going to go through the starting lineup on the defense here, and I'm going to ask you who should be playing in these positions here, and I'm going to see if you agree or disagree with me here. Jomo's going to play. He's won that job. Davis has got that job, obviously. Carter's got that job. Nolan Smith, he's at the will. He's at the weak side, which is right. Bond, of course, I thought it was incredible the ranking they gave him at 26. They had him higher ranked than A.J. Brown.
Is that one of the highest initial rankings of any player ever?
I've never seen a guy come from nowhere fucking get into the almost top 25 players in the league.
Dude, forget the top 100. He probably wasn't on the top 300 last year.
That's right. No way. Let me ask you this. If you're the Giants or the Saints, who are you? Who's more disappointed?
I heard you ask this.
Who's more disappointed, New Orleans or the Giants? My God, you'd have to think the Saints. You could maybe a top 25 player.
You could maybe say New Orleans because the player was right there in their grasp and they didn't know what to do.
4 years.
What's a bigger indictment?
Oh, it's the Saints.
It is, right?
It's the Saints.
You're paying people to develop and bring that out of players, and you had a guy with all-pro level linebacking talent, and you couldn't get him on the field. Like, I know the Giants is embarrassing. It's publicly embarrassing. But they knew they had a great player.
They knew he was good.
They identified, all right, we suck basically, and we can't pay a running back yet. That's a little different than saying we're a sucky team. We could really benefit from an all-pro linebacker, but we had the guy on our roster and never even knew it.
They believed what I did when you signed him. Zach who? And then get this, the guy turns out to be almost a top 25 player in the league from no place. I've never seen a guy fly up a list like that my entire life.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He
deserves it, man. He had an unbelievable year. He really did.
I'll tell you what, he's going to have a tough time living up to that, I think.
I think naturally. I think by way, just from how good he was, man, it's going to be hard to do that for anybody again.
Dude, get this. If he plays at 90% of what he did, he's still first team All-Pro.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay, that's how good a year he had.
I agree completely.
Okay.
Which is crazy, by the way.
I'm saying this to you at that other linebacker spot. I say Trotter has to start, and I'll tell you why. I think Trotter starts because he knows the playbook better. And I think he knows where to line up. He knows to recognize. And I think it's early. It's Trotter. Then I think it becomes Campbell because Campbell's the better player. But he just doesn't know the play, in my opinion. So I think it goes like this, Zander. I think that's a rotating thing. I think they'll rotate those two guys in that Dallas game. You agree? Trotter and Campbell?
I don't know if they'll rotate them. I mean,
they want to get Campbell on the field.
Well, I see what you're saying because they're going to want to put, they're going to want Campbell on the field in some regard. So maybe to some extent a rotation, but I don't know. It doesn't really feel like a Vic style to rotate that much, especially week one where you're
trying to leave him on the sideline.
Well,
oh no, or you're saying Campbell starts?
Well, let me just play devil's advocate just for your question and say, is the dude fucking ready to play or is he not? I'm wondering if that's how Vic sees it.
I'm not concerned about him in the run game. I'm concerned about him in pass coverage and getting back in drops.
Yeah, it's hard,
and get this, Zander, recognizing what they're going to throw at him because the quarterbacks are going to go right at him. They're going to test his knowledge immediately, and they're going to try to see if he knows how to do it in coverage.
He might be a damn good player, but you better believe if he's starting week one, Dak is going to go at him, just like Dak's going to go at the cornerback and the safety as well.
That's right. And it's not that they have disrespect for him. They want to know if he knows what he's seeing out there because remember, he's never played an NFL regular season down. So I think it's good. You think they start Campbell?
I think they start Trotter.
Okay. Start Trotter. You and I
think
agree
they start Trotter.
Hunt starts as the strong side linebacker, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You think that's a slam dunk that he's starting there?
Well, I think he's the one who sat out in the preseason game. You got to think he has some sort of deference at that spot.
Yeah, right. And he played the other two. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to say yes there.
Me too. I do. All right. At safety, here's why I'm going with Makuba. I just don't trust Sidney Brown, man, in tackling in open space, especially if some of those zones are going to be open more. I know, and then I'm caught between a rock and a hard place here with this because, look, the kid looks like he gets banged up already, and I don't want to start tagging anybody until I see him more playing time with the kid. But, dude, man, I don't trust Sidney Brown in open space making a play. I just don't trust that player. So I'm going to put Makuba back there at that safety position.
Well, you trust Makuba?
To get a guy on the ground more? Yeah.
I'm worried about Makuba holding up.
Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah, me too. But what do you take? What are you going to – okay, building a defense around a guy who's you're not sure is healthy versus a guy who can't get people on the ground. Pick one.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you probably go Makuba there because I think you have the bigger upside with Makuba.
Or do you rotate that position too?
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if you caught John talking about this. Remember, we talked about this before. John's like, I'm wondering if he's going to because Vic or Sidney's good in red zone situations where he doesn't have to play in space and he can play downhill.
Short yardage,
exactly. Sideline to sideline, he can make the hits and stuff like that. Where Makuba is better in space, maybe between the 20s, you play Makuba. I don't think they would do that, but I mean, think about it. Now you got rotational safeties, a rotational linebacker, defensive ends a rotational position, defensive tackles a rotational position. You're not going to get any continuity on the defense.
You're not going to have the same continuity you had a year ago.
No.
At least early. Okay? Until you figure it out. Okay, so here's the billion-dollar question. Okay, what do you do at corner here? Who are you going to start? I'll tell you who I start. Who are you starting there?
At corner?
Yeah. Corner 2.
Probably go Bennett.
Why?
Because I think you know what you have in Adoree Jackson. If you put Bennett out there, you have the potential upside for him to improve in the system. You have a better speed play, a better athlete at the spot. You have a guy who probably, maybe not much, but has a little bit of untapped potential. Now, I don't know if they're going to realize it. That's a whole nother question and a whole nother topic. Who knows if he ever gets to that point? But I think he has more untapped potential, whereas Adoree Jackson is, we know what he is, we know who he is, we know what he's capable of, and that's not all bad, but that's, in my opinion, that's what you fall back on. You don't fall back on the potential guy. You fall back on the guy that you know what they're going to be, even if it's not good enough. And I put Jakorian out there early. Try and get him as up to speed as possible. Give him the opportunity to progress and develop in the system. And if he falls on his face, then you move to Adoree Jackson after week 4. And I don't think that's a hard thing. If I'm the Howie, though, I'm trading Keely Ringo. I'm not even going into the season with him on my roster. If he's nowhere near the starting spot, why even keep him around? I guess everybody says special teams. I guess keep a gunner, but I would trade him.
Okay, guys, hit the like button. We'll get to some of your super chats here. We appreciate all of you. Let me ask you something here. Would you think that Vic would ever think of this? When Dean gets healthy and he comes back, would you not want Dean, Campbell, and Bond on the field at the same time with having – and here's your 40 – and here's the forefront.
He already got asked this, but go ahead.
Smith, Carter, Davis, and Ajomo. Here's your front 7. Ajomo, Carter, Davis, Smith, and you would have Campbell, Bond, and Dean. That sounds like a fucking great group.
Dude, it sounds great until they start passing on you.
Are you suggesting that you don't think that Bond and Dean can drop in coverage? Because they did a year ago. Well,
drop in coverage, they can't do it that good.
Okay.
I mean, they're linebackers. Nobody can do it that good. Fred Warner gets beaten.
Okay. The reason why I asked you this is because, I'm trying to compensate for the safety in the corner.
I get it. But I don't know if putting that many linebackers on the field is going to compensate for those guys. I mean, you're going to have 3 linebackers on the field. I love Zach Bond. I love all of them, but I don't think they're going to be the guys that help Sidney Brown and Adoree Jackson or Jakorian Bennett in coverage. In fact, it could make them look worse.
I'm trying to come up with the corner and say.
I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying, because I had this thought process too. And, I heard Vic, they kind of asked Vic, when Dean comes back, are you going to try and have 3 linebackers in the field? He basically laughed at the reporter. So if Vic is laughing at him, then I'm assuming Vic, and nowhere in his mind would he go there. I don't disagree with you where if you're really trying to get your best 7 on the field, that's probably your best 7. But it might also expose you to the – I mean, think about Matt Stafford. Dude, he'll have a field day. Even Baker Mayfield have a field day with that dude. 3 receivers on the field and a tight end. Baker Mayfield have a field day with 3 linebackers.
I think that sounds better to me than fucking Makuba and Keely and Bennett back in the secondary. They're going to rip that. Dude, they're going to find that. I'm trying to shrink that zone a little bit. And trying to help.
You think Trotter could be a trade candidate?
I don't know what his value would be being hurt the way he is all the time.
No, Trotter hasn't been hurt.
Not Trotter. I'm sorry. I meant Dean.
Dean has no value right now. He's hurt, so he can't get traded really.
Trotter. I think there's value to him. I think he's a 5th rounder, maybe something.
Yeah,
like that.
I mean player for player. I'm just.
Looking for a corner.
And I don't want to trade him. I don't want to put that out there. I'm just saying. You have an influx of linebackers. London has looked really good. You have Bond. You have Campbell. Dean, when he gets healthy. All I'm saying is,
so you think London maybe makes Trotter available?
I mean, think about it. What's the deepest part of the defense right now?
Right now, believe it or not, in 1 year, it's been the linebackers.
It's the linebackers. I don't think they're going to do that. I'm just wondering if they are looking for anything. Or they are looking to improve another spot, you got to pull a player from somewhere. Everybody thinks that they're going to pull a corner or pull somebody, a receiver, maybe, but I could also see him maybe pulling a linebacker.
Is Munden's role going to be Oren Burks?
I assume it's going to be Trotter's role.
Trotter's going to start.
Yeah, but how long is Trotter going to start? Remember, they got a first round pick.
Campbell gets up to speed.
They got that, That's like a bunny rabbit in the wild with a tiger coming behind it, running at full speed. I mean, how long until he goes by him? No disrespect to Trotter, but they drafted a first rounder. they're not going to wait around.
Playing.
Yeah, they're not going to wait around. I mean, if they put Trotter out there to let Campbell get some more reps and learn a couple things and see things from the sideline to get more knowledge, fine. But I would say Trotter won't start longer than 4 weeks.
Bro, I think Munden's a better player than Trotter.
Well, that's kind of why I just said I don't think so yet, but I think Munden's got a bigger upside. And I think that's where you maybe wonder, hey, do they maybe think about moving him, if they feel good about Munden? Probably not, but I think it's worth a thought.
Last day of training camp, have you come to the conclusion how they're going to use Cooper DeJean?
No. I think Vic is waiting. I think he's waiting till
He's waiting till after Saturday.
I think he's waiting till after the reporters.
That's cutdown day.
I think he's waiting till the reporters are out of the room. And I think he's gonna mix up that secondary. I mean, the last couple of days of the secondary, he's gone to Adoree Jackson, no Keely Ringo reps, which I find odd, even if he's not winning the job.
Wow, is he out on him?
He's out.
He's out on him.
He's out on him, or he is.
No way.
He's covering up as much as he can, which I don't think he is.
No way.
I don't think Keely's shown much.
Hey, who did John say is getting the most reps out there at corner? Did he tell you? Adoree Jackson, because he knows the playbook and he feels more comfortable with him.
Well, he's a veteran player, and Jacorian's only been here for 2 weeks. 2 weeks and 2 days, I think.
Wow. How do you think Jalen's had as a summer camp?
I think all right. I mean, I think he's approached it with more confidence and more swagger, which I think is always a good thing. I mean, he admitted to that a little bit, when he got asked about winning a Super Bowl. And obviously when you reach the pinnacle, it gives you a sense of confidence because what you did worked, and you don't always know before you win that one if what you're doing is going to work. You hope it works, but when you get there, I think there is a sense of relief. And I think he's a guy that's got the perfect mindset for this position. I really do. It's my favorite part about the player. It's more so than any of what he does on the field is the way he approaches not only the game, but life and his mindset and his approach to things. So I think he's had a different approach to it this year. On the field, it doesn't sound like it's been great, but I don't think it matters. And I don't think he cares. I think he's got a different perspective on it. And, I can't say it's been great, but I'm excited to see what he's able to do this year. I think he's going to have another really good year.
Okay. So he said he had a great training camp, and he expanded on why he thought he did. You know what he said? He said something, Zander, that was so smart. He went and he goes, I got to keep figuring out what it takes to win and how I have to train my mind. Remember, he was asked today the question about, how are you different from this training camp than where you were when you first had your first training camp 4 years ago as a starting quarterback? You know what he said? Finding things and learning things on how we put people in position to succeed. That's not talking about drops, coverages, setting of pass protections. That's looking at everything around you. It's a pretty cerebral way of looking at it. He's not talking. And plus, you know what he was doing? He wasn't talking about himself. He was talking about the players around him and how he sees us winning this year, or how he sees him talking like that, saying us, that he sees how we're going to win this year. He's trying to figure out what is the best approach for us to win this year. Do I have to throw more? Maybe I don't. I don't know. I think when you look at it through that lens, instead of going, did you work on the passing game? That's so micro to him.
Right.
That's how I took it. Did you take? I took it.
Yeah, I think that's and I think it's the right approach because the way you win is going to change each year. You're going to have to win different ways. It's going to change, especially the more you win, it's going to change. So I think it's the right approach by him. And I kind of took it the same way. I think that's a good way to take it. I'm a little surprised that's how you took it, Sills.
No, I did because he wasn't talking about micro things like pass protection, running the ball, doing any of that. He was talking about the players around him. And I think that's always – he sounded like Brady talking like that a little bit. All right, Zander, I waited for this time of the program. Are you ready? Okay. This is now August 20th. This is the final installment of my playoff predictions on who I think makes it to the National Football League postseason. Who wins their division and who ends up being the wild card teams. I pontificated a lot last night on this, sitting on the John. And this is what I came up with. I'm going to start in the AFC first. Keep you guys waiting there. The number 1 seed in the AFC will be the Buffalo Bills.
I think I agree.
The number 2 seed will be the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay.
Number 3, I've changed my opinion. This is the last installment. I got the Chiefs at 3.
Holy shit.
Yep.
You didn't last very long off them.
Because I've been talking to too many folks in Kansas City, and Mahomes looks stupid good, they said. He just looks like he's ready and he's focused, and they're going, are you really going to fuck?
I wasn't out on them.
I know you weren't. I was.
You and John kind of were both, but John held off and said, until they lose after 9 straight years, I'm going to keep picking them.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking go back. I'm going Kansas City in a 3-hole. You know what I got in a 4-hole? I got the Houston Texans.
All right, I think that's a good one. Houston Texans are a good team.
I got Bills, Ravens, Chiefs, and Texans as your top 4.
I think this is probably the biggest year for Stroud. He's got to have a big year. You got everything around you. You got to have a big year.
And they improved the defense.
Yeah, a lot. They improved the defense a lot. Now, they've had some injuries, but they're in good shape still.
5, 6, and 7 go down like this. I got Broncos 5. I've got Chargers 6. And I got Bengals 7.
Okay, so you still got the Chargers making it.
Yep. Here's my 7 teams. Bills, Ravens, Chiefs, Texans, 4. Those are your top 4 seeds. Division winners. I got Broncos, Chargers, and Bengals.
Broncos, Chargers, Bengals. Yeah, I think that's good.
Now we go.
You better not mess this up, dude. You've been way off on your NFC takes.
NFC, baby.
But you got a chance to correct it right now.
No.
Because your NFC takes were really bad.
I'll tell you what, my offseason so far is getting fucking grand slams right now.
I don't know. I would maybe think about stepping in here and
no. Yeah, this is the final big sales prediction.
Everybody remember this segment. This is going to be a segment we remember.
I got my book over here.
Oh, good.
Number 1 seed in the NFC will be the Los Angeles Rams will be the number 1 seed.
Bullshit.
The number 2 seed will be the Washington Commanders.
This is bad. I feel bad for you.
Number 3 will be the Green Bay Packers. And number 4 will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Only one I agree with is the Bucs at 4 because they're obviously going to win their division. You got the Packers winning the North. You have shitty Jordan Love winning the North.
You see fucking Deebo Samuel running.
Why do you have the Packers winning the North? We'll get to the East. Why do you have the Packers winning the North?
Because I think the Lions are making massive steps backwards.
And you believe in Jordan Love. I believe in J.J. McCarthy more than that.
I think the Lions are I think that entire division's making steps back.
And you got the Packers coming out of it.
Yeah, I do. Because you know why?
There's a better chance the Bears win that division.
Yes. Hold on. No, here.
That is some bullshit.
5, 6, and 7 now. At number 5, from the NFC East, the Philadelphia Eagles. At number 6, the Detroit Lions. At number 7, the San Francisco 49ers. And why? They play the worst schedule in the league.
I think the Niners have a chance to make it. I don't hate that.
I got the Bears down there, like kind of sniffing around that San Francisco pick down there, though, too. All
right, I'll give you mine. I mean, yours is pretty shitty, but it's not
fucking spectacular.
Yeah, there's a couple that are wrong.
By the way, they're called bold predictions, folks. Remember.
I don't know if that's a bold prediction. I just think it's a stupid prediction.
Okay, good. There you go, kid.
Bold would be the put the Bears in the playoffs.
The bold prediction is your defense will not be that good this year.
All right, and my bold prediction is that Jordan Love blows and is not going to win the North.
Okay. Well, my bold prediction will be the Commanders are going to step up and play better than what you think.
Jordan Love flat out blows.
Deebo going nuts.
Dude, he had like one wheel
Did you
route.
see Debo moving around the way he did, man?
I think Darius
By the
Cooper
way,
better than Debo.
he's like an eagle killer too.
Darius Cooper is better than Debo.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm very proud of that kid though.
First seed in the NFC is going to be the Eagles. Second seed in the NFC is going to be I'd put the Rams there. I got no problem with you saying they're going to have a great year. Third seed in the NFC, I'm going to put the Bucks because I think they're going to win a lot of games this year. And then I'm going to put the Lions, and then in my wild cards, I'm going to put Commanders 5. So, yes, I'm already revoking my Dallas prediction. I don't think Dallas is going to beat out the Commanders for second in the East.
No.
Then I'd probably go I'd go 6 and 7.
Lions.
Lions are going to be – well, no, Lions are at 4 for me.
Oh, Lions are at 4. Okay.
Lions are at 4 winning the North for me.
Okay.
And then I'm debating on who to put in from the North and who to put in from – I don't think anybody in the South makes it. Who's in the West that I'm leaving out? The Niners? Yeah, the Niners will probably make it. So give me the Niners at 6, the Bears squeak in at 7,
okay,
and the Commanders are 5. That is a little bit more bold. I'm going a little out on a limb there.
Okay. Oh my God, this is going to be so. What do you got in the AFC?
AFC, I thought you were pretty close. I think the Chiefs are going to be a little higher than you had them.
I got them 3.
I'm going to put the Ravens at 1.
Okay.
I think the Ravens are going to have the best record in the AFC this year.
Even though the Bills are in that AFC East.
I'm going to put the –
remember, dude, the Ravens are in a tougher division in that North.
Yeah, the AFC East is tragic.
Right. I mean, they're probably going to sweep that. That's the only reason I put
All right, give me I'm doing this off the top of my head, everybody.
I got it.
Bear with me. I feel like the Ravens have the best roster, but I want to put the Chiefs at second.
I think they're better.
Who else is in that AFC North? The Steelers.
You got Bengals, Browns, Steelers, and
Browns aren't going to be much of a contender. The Steelers can win some ball games. That's the scary part about them.
You bet. They're going to win 9 anyway, with or without Aaron Rodgers.
Right. All right, I'm going to go.
Here's mine. Bills, Ravens, Chiefs, Texans, Broncos, Chargers, and Bengals.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I'm going to go Bills, Chiefs.
Wow. 2.
Ravens.
Okay.
No, Bills. Yeah, Bills, Chiefs, Ravens, Texans. I think Texans are definitely going to win the South.
Yeah.
And then probably going to go
5, 6, and 7. I got Broncos.
Wait a second. Hear me out. You think the Steelers have a chance to make it over the Bengals?
Oh, I do.
I don't think the Bengals have cleaned up that defense enough, dude.
No. Here's what I look. You can make the call between Bengals and Steelers, and who's a more complete team? You could say probably Pittsburgh's a more complete team, but you're looking at that offensive side of the football with the Bengals. They're superior to the Steelers.
Is 3 teams from the West making it crazy?
No.
I think the Broncos and the Chargers both have a good chance to make
the playoffs.
3 teams.
I got 3 teams from the West.
Okay, you got all 3 of them?
Yeah.
So I'd probably go Chargers 5, Broncos 6, I guess, and then I would probably go either Bengals or Steelers. Probably.
I like it. I like that. I'll tell you what, that game 5. Don't you think that game 5 has? I mean, we're going to sleep on them first 4 games for the Eagles. That Bronco game, man. I don't know if they have.
They're a solid team, and is that in Mile High?
No, I think that's at your place.
Okay, that helps.
But I'm you bet, because that is the thing.
Yeah, I'm not worried. I'm not that worried about that game. Remember, I'm a Bama guy. I went to Bama. It's tough for me to buy into Bo Nix. It is. It's just tough. I think he's done a really nice job. It's just tough for me to sit here and say that's going to be a tough one.
Bro, I've never seen a guy spend 4 years at Auburn and then another 2
I didn't like him. Although
he's like 30 years old, right?
Yeah. Well, I don't know how old he is. He's done good, though. I got to give him credit. I'll give him credit for that.
He has. Hey, bro.
I put the Chargers in, Kim. I did put the Chargers in.
Are you concerned all about, once again, I'll ask you for a second day, A.J. Brown? I mean, huh?
I mean, I don't know.
What did
John
John say about AJ Brown?
Well, John started on Sunday. I told you this, and he comes into me and he's like, "Oh, maybe something's worse about AJ." And then Monday comes, John's back at the NovaCare, and John's acting like I'm insane for asking about AJ Brown. He's like, "I told you this. I don't know why you Philly fans. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. I told you AJ Brown is fine." I'm like, "John, you said it to me on Sunday. What are you talking about?"
And they made a trade for a receiver.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. John, they must have sent out the PR campaign from the NovaCare complex that AJ Brown is fine and he's going to be fine. So nobody act like there's a problem there. So they're all saying the same thing. Go read every reporter about AJ Brown. Everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone.
That's talking. It's like talking points.
Everyone that's there saying exactly. AJ Brown, there's no concern. He'll be good to go.
Yeah.
It's a caution thing. Okay, that's a long time of caution. But I think they're honestly, I do think AJ's probably fine. I'm joking about the talking points, but I think AJ's probably fine.
Couple last ones here for you, then we'll get to some super chats here. Guys, we appreciate you. Please hit the like button here. Hey, man, congratulations. You got a really great take, man. Really great take. No, you have very few this one so far, but this one
I have a lot of them.
You got a grand slam one here, man. Darius Cooper, congratulations, man. I'll tell you what. Let's put this in perspective here. This guy wasn't invited to the combines. They didn't even invite him to the combines. I mean, wait a minute. Think about this. You didn't get invited to the combines, and you make the Eagles, the defending Super Bowl champions. You're not making the Jets. Bro, you're not making the fucking Jets.
Well, why do you think you made it?
Because they found somebody that they like and the quarterback likes. You heard the quarterback talking about him. He goes like this, he's really smart. He's really patient. He's got a great demeanor about himself. And he goes like this. His hands are stronger than anything I've seen. I mean, you throw him a football, he's grabbing it. I think Jalen really likes him, man.
I do too. I mean, Jalen seems to throw to him a lot in practice, which is interesting. So I like Darius Cooper. I do think it gets complicated now that they've traded for John Mechie, unless there's another receiver going out. I mean, are they trading?
Mechie's making the team.
Huh?
Mechie's making the team.
I agree. So where does that leave room for Darius?
Oh, he's making it, dog.
Well, how many receivers are they going to keep?
So but Jalen, they may keep 7 now because of the injury or whatever.
To Johnny Wilson? What? Yeah. Well, Johnny Wilson, too. I don't know. Was he back today? I didn't see.
No, he was on the injured list. That long, lengthy injured list that he was on. Oh, yeah, that's right. They don't give a shit about exhibition season.
Well, anymore. I mean, seriously, do you think that's acting like the fucking long list of rested players in training camp is going to stop the team from winning?
No, I'm just telling you.
If you had a couple torn ACLs and some people out for the season, I would say, hey, man, Sale's got a point here.
No,
but it's a bunch of bullshit.
Saying he got a lot of guys injured on the injury list. That's all. Hey, I'm only reporting what I see. That's all I'm doing here.
That's all you're doing, right?
I'm just talking about all the guys that are injured in here, man. All right. Yeah. So let's get to the Super Bowl.
I wasn't at the computer today, so I didn't get a chance to see everything.
How was your circuit breaker doing or whatever the hell it was?
It's good, man. They replaced all the knob and tube. I was telling people this house was built in like 1800s.
So what? Ben Franklin put the circuit breaker in?
Yeah, basically. It's basically how it went. So, yeah, the Anzalone Electric was over here. Yeah. But a bunch come out and they want you to pick one basically. They try and sell themselves to you. And I called and I'm like, hey, pick the Paisano. All right, the Anzalone guy knew what he was doing. All right, so he came in and they did a good job.
The fucking Anzalone guy. Hey, so you're still feeling good about your Super Bowl prediction with the Eagles repeating?
Well, I feel like they got a really good chance to repeat. Does that mean they're gonna? No. I mean, they have a lot that needs to go their way, as every Super Bowl team does. But I think they're right there, man. I think they got everything they need. I think their defense is probably. It's a little spottier at this point, to be honest with everybody, than I was hoping to feel right now. But I don't feel like it's going to stop them. I think it's just going to be a bigger hurdle to overcome.
Spotty. I like that word.
It is spotty. You got good players here. You got bad players here.
No, we don't know if they're bad yet.
Yeah, I'm in Cape May, dude. I'm at the Cape May house.
How about this? Look, rotating you tell me how this sounds. Rotating at corner, rotating at safety, rotating at edge, and rotating at linebacker. Spotty is a fair comment. Man, is this going to be a ton of fun.
Well, what do you think? I don't even think you believe you're the own horse shit you're selling me that this team stinks.
No, I didn't say they stink. I didn't say that.
You know what it is. Taste your own medicine, big guy. All right.
Hey, I didn't say they stunk. I just think, like you said,
it's a taste of your own medicine.
I got a feeling that this is going to be a little bumpy. You're going to win games this year that you're supposed to win, but you're also going to lose some games that you weren't supposed to lose.
Well, what games are we supposed to lose? I
don't know. We're going to see what that defense does.
I think we win 13 ball games this year.
Okay,
12, 13 games
with a road. Dude, you got more guys rotating than the Phillies pitching staff on your defense, man. I mean, shit, that looks like the Phillies bullpen.
I mean, dude, you seriously, you picked you did you honestly believe? Wait, do you honestly believe it when you say the Commanders are going to win the East?
I do.
In your heart of hearts, if I put a polygraph on you
Yeah.
and said who's winning the East, you would really say the Commanders?
Yeah, because they got a lesser schedule to play than you. I think that they kept out. Yeah, they do. They didn't win the division. Division winners have a tougher schedule.
I know that, but the league changes a lot every year.
And they really didn't lose anybody.
I really don't think you believe that.
I do.
I know you, big silly. I know
you lost too many guys that are good.
I don't think you really believe.
Bro, they added to their team.
I want you to be honest, Big Sills.
All right.
I want you to stand on business.
Dear Father Zander, I'm going to tell you flat out, dear Father, bless me for I have not sinned. I am telling you flat out that I believe that the Washington Commanders with that fucking quarterback, by the way, if he comes close to anything like he looked like last year, that guy will be the fifth dude in the building as the fifth most complete quarterback in the league. Don't let him put another season like that again together, because if he does, bro, he's going to be in a conversation. There's going to be 5 elite guys in this league. That guy has a game anywhere near that.
I don't see it. Sorry, I just don't.
Oh, you just think that was some sort of RG3 year, right? Like RG3,
no, I didn't say
that rookie season.
I think he's a really good
had a
player.
Rookie of the year.
I think he's a really good player. I'm not saying I don't think he's a good player. I don't see what you just said, that he's one of the big 5.
Well, I don't see the no-holes defense.
I have not called them that in quite a bit.
Zander, the only reason that I don't think the Eagles are going to repeat is because of the defense, not because of the offense.
Yeah, but that means the offense has to do more this year.
Okay. Right. I get it and I understand that. And I just don't – I'm just not buying into that yet.
I'm a little confused, like, because normally I think I have a sense of – even if I don't agree with certain takes, I understand where people are coming from. For example, I might have problems with Lamar Jackson, but I understand when people are like, this guy's a historic talent. Yeah. I look at him, and I'm like, all right, I get it. Even if I don't agree fully, I get what you're saying. I'm a little surprised by how unison the collective national media is about Jaden Daniels. And look, I'm not saying he's not a good player. I think he's a really good player. I don't really see one-of-one talent. Like, I don't see it. I think he's a good player. I don't see one-of-one talent.
Yeah, I do. He elevated a trash can last year to the NFC Championship game.
Well, he did elevate a trash can. I
mean, the offensive line was
there's a lot of context to that season, man. They had a lot of wins by the skin of their teeth.
Offensive line was ranked 30th. I mean, they had one receiver in the room. I couldn't name you another.
Look, if I'm wrong, I'll eat my words. If I'm wrong, if this kid's as good as he is, as advertised, I'll eat it, and I'll say,
what do you think of them getting rid of Robinson?
Who?
The running back in trying to move off of him.
Brian Robinson? Are they getting rid of him?
Yeah, they're actively trading him. I'd actually like him in Philly.
Okay, there's some uncertainty. Yeah, I see this.
I thought he was a good player. He's a Bama guy, right?
He's a very good player, but I don't really know what they're doing. Like, I want you to seriously explain to me where you think they got better, because I don't think they got better.
I got better in the O-line.
They got better in the O. All right, they did get better in the O-line. They did. They drafted that Connerly kid. They brought in Tunsil. He's old.
And here's something else. I think they got better in continuity. You know why? You bring your same coaching staff back. You know, hey, one thing that they got better at than what Hurts did, you know what it was? They kept the same coordinator in the building. Hurts has got another coordinator now that they have to go through terminology and all that other bullshit.
Hurts had another new coordinator last year and won the damn Super Bowl.
And Hurts had a coordinator a year before that, and they fell on their face.
That's true. It's true. Okay, you got to add in all context if you're going to include.
That's right. That's correct. And so you're bringing, and plus you got 2 head coaches in the building. I'm doing it. But again, Jalen has been able to overcome that now because of all the changes.
No, dude, I don't care what you say about Nick Sirianni. I'll take him over Dan Quinn every effing day of the week. Every day of the week. I'm not taking Dan Quinn over Nick Sirianni.
Dan Quinn took a football team in his first year to the NFC Championship.
Dude, I don't give a shit what he did.
I'm football
right now that I'm not taking that
for
guy.
An organization that hadn't done shit in 25 years. And by the way, proper context with him too, defensively, that guy constructed the defense in Seattle that won a Super Bowl. He was the coordinator in Seattle that put that team together with Gus Bradley, and they won a Super Bowl.
Look at Rich. What about in a fight? Yeah, I think I'll take Quinn in a fight over.
I don't know, man. Nick looks like a little scrappy dude, man.
Yeah, he is. He's a scrappy.
He's a scrappy kid here, man. Let's read some of these supers, bro.
Nick is actually taller than people think too.
Is he over 6 feet?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's like 6'2" or 6'3". Josh says, Sills, how is Shiloh doing in Tampa Bay?
Practice squad guy or UFL guy? I mean, yeah, hey, listen, man, he's a good kid. There's a lot of people that really like him. There's a lot of people rooting for him. But they're deep there. I'll tell you something. I wouldn't mind seeing the Eagles put him on their practice squad. And he's not a bad football player.
No, I don't think he is either.
They're just really deep there. Look, if they're getting rid of and trying to trade Jamel Dean, I mean, Shadow's got no shot of making that roster. Now, I'll tell you this, Todd likes him. I know this. I'm getting, hey, by the way, folks, just so you know, Nelson, the public relations guy, the week of the Buccaneer game, we will have Todd Bowles on this channel.
Wow, that's fire.
Yeah, so we're going to have Todd Bowles on.
That's really fire.
Yeah, the Bucs are really going to – we may even get Mike Evans on this show.
Ooh, that would be sick.
So we're really working on –
Dan Quinn had beginner's luck, and he's not going to have another good year.
So it was beginner's luck when he put that defense together in Seattle.
I didn't say that.
Okay. Well, he put a defense –
my words?
He put a defense together in Washington too that –
Guy had the perfect formula last year. He won how many games on this by the skin of his teeth? He had a rookie quarterback who way outperformed.
Dude, a rookie quarterback. Listen to what you're saying. A rookie quarterback with a 30th ranked O-line, and they won 13 games.
Yeah, luck.
Okay. That doesn't sound like a shitty year, dude.
I didn't say it was a shitty year. I said it was a lucky year.
Dan
Quinn's not that good. Kimberly says, all these guys getting homeschooled, graduating high school too early, skipping steps in reps and processing ability, skipping steps on the cognitive side. Interesting take, Kimberly. Is that a phenomenon? Homeschooling?
Hey, wait. Tebow was homeschooled. Tim Tebow was homeschooled. There are a lot of people that were homeschooled. Okay, but I don't – dude, what do I know about homeschool fucking?
I don't know. I'm asking if Kimberly's on to something where they're recruiting people earlier because of NIL.
Oh,
they're bringing people to college earlier.
I see.
They're not actually going through the necessary steps of development, not only as a football player, but as a human being.
That's actually a fucking great take.
I wonder if that's a thing. I don't know about the homeschooling element of it, but I am wondering about, you remember, if 5-star recruits are in high school, they leave high school early. That's true.
Kimberly, you know what? Your boy Bryce Harper, he left high school, then he got his GED, and he enrolled, Zander, if I'm not wrong, he enrolled in a junior college when he was 17 so he could get drafted the following year. So that's kind of what she's talking about.
Yeah.
You graduate early. You get in this. That's not a bad take. I hadn't thought of it in that realm.
No, it's not a bad take at all.
Yeah,
I
that's pretty
wonder if
good.
there's more truth to it, and people are looking into it, Kimberly. Christopher Michael, what's up, Christopher? He says, I know we got questions about the D and for good reasons, but the bigger issue may be the O-line depth. Letting Becton walk looks worse and worse. I actually agree with this.
Yeah.
I actually agree. I haven't been impressed with the backup O-lineman at all. Now, I think Tyler Steen, actually, Christopher, I've been impressed with him just in the very small sample size of the preseason. We'll see how he fares in the regular season, but that backup O-line still don't look too good.
John's really high on that O-line, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Maybe a little too high.
Because I saw the Browns kick the shit out of them. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know. Who by the way, who's going to be the swing tackle?
I guess probably Kendall Lamb.
Okay. And so they're going to stick with that if the center goes down, Landon goes back over there.
Landon probably goes center. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do.
That doesn't sound like a lot of depth like they had a year ago.
I don't know. It's weird because some
Isn't
guys
that
can't
right?
play. Some guys can't. Like I think it's Pryor who can only play the right side. It's like I don't know. They got issues with that, but we'll see.
Bro, doesn't it seem that this team doesn't look like it has a lot of depth?
Well, is that everybody though? I mean,
Yeah,
seriously.
but a year ago they had a fucking ton of
Why is preseason football the ugliest football on planet Earth? Sometimes it's uglier than the UFL, for crying out loud.
You know what?
I feel like every team just doesn't have a lot of depth. The gap between the starting NFL football players and the second and third teams is astronomical.
Yeah, but it didn't feel that way last year with the Eagles. It just didn't feel that way. Our biggest concern.
Well, I mean, dude, with Oren Burks and Isaiah Rodgers,
right?
You had Oren Burks, Isaiah Rodgers, Joe. Yeah, they had depth last year. You're right. They did, man.
It just didn't seem the same.
Like who's playing more of Jomo's role than what he was last year? Fourth defensive tackle. They
Right.
just traded him.
Jomo was behind Milton. Now you got Ty Robinson. Hey, did you hear him today? I'll tell you something about him that
I didn't hear him today. No.
Okay, I really like him, and I like his honesty, but don't be this honest. This is what he said. He goes, it's a lesson every time I get out there. And he goes, man, I'll tell you what, going from this level to that level, I mean, every single day, it's just I'm overmatched sometimes, and I'm overwhelmed by some of the things.
Well, I think it's good awareness, but I would shut the fuck up.
Just be quiet, dude. That's how you lose your job. Okay?
Yeah, dude, shut up.
Hey, I don't know what I'm doing. It's
Let the
overwhelming.
coaches tell you that shit, dude.
Yeah. I mean, hey, let me get in front of a mic going, hey, I'm overwhelmed and fucking
the guy's telling Vic Fangio, Vic, I got no clue where to be.
Dude, right. I don't know. It's a learning lesson. They get their hands on me and they shake the change out of me. I don't know.
Good awareness, though. It's good awareness.
I listen to at least he's being honest. I get it, but I'm with Yale. Don't do that shit in public. Go talk to
I think it was a mistake trading Thomas Booker.
It is.
Jay Cred says, why do talking heads keep saying Philly can't run the ball this year? They're smoking. Saquon will flirt with 2K again with the best O-line in the NFL.
Yeah, they're smoking. Anybody that thinks, by the way, thank you for the super chat. If anybody thinks that Philadelphia Eagle team is not going to be in the top 5, with everything going well, they'll be in the top 3 when it comes to running the ball, you're high. I mean, do you know the offensive line? I said it earlier. Do you know why you could do so many things? It's because your O-line gives you latitude. Your O-line allows you to do anything you want in a football game. You realize that, right? You could do anything you want, Zander. You could be anything you want. You could. Right. It's because of the O-line. You can do anything you want in that game. Thank you, bro. Appreciate the super here.
Thanks, Jay Cred. Appreciate it, dog. Kimberly checked in again. These other teams copying the run game, 2 running backs in the draft. They're definitely going to start to copy it.
Well, this is another.
The problem is they're not built to play like it.
Well, look at the positions they're spending money at, Zander. Corner, linebackers, quarterbacks, and receivers, right? They're not paying running backs. I actually think you made this point a year ago. Do you think that teams are now starting to go back to this now? Well, guess what? I think the Eagles caught the league with their pants down. Everybody's wanting a pocket passer, wide receivers, corners, edge rushers. Well, what about running the ball down your throat? The Eagles run the ball down people's throat, and there's not really anybody could stop it. All right, I think we got them all. No?
No, wait. One more. Kyle says, one common thing about Quinn defense is they're bad at stopping the run.
You thought Seattle's defense was bad at stopping the ball? I think the personnel in Washington has been awful.
Dude, why are you stuck on what he did in Seattle, though? Like, all right, it's cool, but it's a resume thing. It's not where he is right now.
He's only been there one fucking year.
I know, but dude, I don't fucking use what Vic Fangio did fucking 10 years ago to credit him. I look at what he did last year.
Aren't his players?
I'm just saying, I don't think Dan.
You're making it sound like you walked into
I just don't think he deserves every benefit of the doubt because he was the defensive coordinator for Seattle 10 years ago.
With non-first round draft choices. Name me a first rounder.
You keep bringing up Seattle though.
Right.
Every time I brought his name up, you brought up Seattle.
Right, because he built that defense with Gus Bradley.
All right, this isn't fucking Seattle anymore.
Right. He's only been there 1 year. Those aren't his players.
And you think Javon Kinlaw?
You really think?
You think Javon Kinlaw gets him closer to that defense?
Hold on. Washington has been drafting poorly. They've been collecting bad players for 25 years. He gets there for 8 months and takes them to the NFC title game with dog shit. Give him a chance to get his people in the building. Dude, I mean, fuck, really? He did more
if you had this mentality, if you had this mentality on Nick Sirianni, you'd have him in pain.
Okay, wait a minute. Nick didn't get to the NFC title game in his first year. That's his first year.
He got to the bowl in his second year.
Okay.
Remember, when Nick was hired, we were a 4-win football team, dude.
Okay. You weren't a bad organization. You guys.
We were a bad team, though, man.
You were a bad team. You weren't a bad organization.
Dude, we were throwing a Rager and Fulgham that year. Okay. That was brutal.
Listen, hey, you're right. If Dan
and
Quinn
Greg Ward.
Listen, if Dan Quinn falls on his face this year, slam him. All right. I remind people, you guys were trying to.
All I'm saying,
you guys were trying to fire Nick after. People were trying to fire Nick after 4 fucking games last year.
All right, good. Use that against us. I don't give a shit. All I'm saying is I'm not ready to say Dan Quinn's a great coach because of Seattle.
I did. Okay. Well, at least he's got something on his resume. That
didn't he also oversee the defense that gave up the biggest lead in Super Bowl history?
Yeah, he was. Good. But he got to. That's right.
Add that to the rep. Add that to the list, folks.
I did.
Fucking choke artist.
I did add that to the record. And his fucking ring. Yeah,
I did. Regular season warrior?
Dude.
We scored in the first play from scrimmage last year.
He owns the ring. Wait, regular season warrior? No. He owns a ring.
And he also shit the bed on one of the biggest leads in Super Bowl history.
And what did he do to Peyton Manning in that Super Bowl with Seattle? They scored 3 fucking points. I mean, yeah. And he built a team with no first-round draft choices. None. Found Cam Chancellor in the 4th round. Found Richard Sherman in the 3rd round. Found Michael Bennett on the fucking scrap.
Was this all Dan Quinn? I mean, you're acting like Dan Quinn built the thing from the ground up.
These are facts.
Pete Carroll built that whole fucking team.
Okay. Well, what did Carroll do after Quinn left? Totally shit the bed. What's he done?
Fair. Okay. That's fair. But I don't think Dan Quinn was in the room dictating all the draft picks.
I gotta tell you, I can't wait for this fucking year, man. How many days are we out now? 15 days until the start of the season, where we are?
15 days.
15 days.
15 motherfucking days.
I still got the Eagles killing that team on the opener.
Do you?
You want to hear it now? I'll give it to you.
You already
37-14, man. They're going to beat the piss out of that.
You got this. Wait a second. You got the no-holes defense showing up in week 1.
Yeah, I got the nothing offense of the fucking the Cowboys.
No. You got the no-holes defense. They got CeeDee Lamb. They got Dak Prescott. They got George Pickens. You can't give them that much excuses.
What
if you give up 14 to the Cowboys, that's a good defensive output.
Against that team that won't win 6 games.
Dude, they don't have nobody. Don't give them that fucking excuse.
Okay. You're right. Hey, Cowboys. The Eagle season starts in Kansas City, bitch. Okay? In Kansas City. It starts at Arrowhead. That's where it starts. It don't start
Billy
with
John
that.
says Big Sil's got another 10 years left, right? I think so, Billy John. I think he's got 20 left.
Don't be worried about Big Sil, man.
You know what they say. You know, when men hang them up, man, it's no good after that. They go to die. All
That's right.
Fucking, I ain't hanging them up ever for me.
I ain't hanging shit up, bitches. I'm not going anywhere. Big Sills is rocking this thing. Big Z, man, you got a big show lined up. Today was the last day of training camp, right?
Last day of freaking training camp. We'll recap it all. We'll recap the day. We'll
Bro.
get the biggest themes from camp, as you just asked me, and we'll figure out where is this team live right now. I mean, I have one question for the chat before I leave today. What is the and please be honest. Don't just give me a crock of shit because you wear an Eagles hat. That's fine. Be truthful with yourself and with me as a man. What are your feelings on this team going in? Is this another Super Bowl team? Are we walking into another special season, or do you think we have too much to overcome? Let's all admit we have things to overcome. Every team has things to overcome. Do we have it? What do you guys feel? I want to honestly know.
I will tell you this. I think look, are the Rams better than you? I don't know. No, I'll say no. I'll go no because you've proven it. The Commanders, the Lions, the Eagles. If you drop those names into a hat and said, and the Bucks, if you drop those 5 names into a hat and you pick 2 for the NFC title game, because of the war of attrition, because of the losses, I think you could pick any 2 teams. How about this? Let me ask you this. These 5 teams versus the field of the NFC, do you think those 2 teams will come out of the play in the NFC title will come out of Rams, Commanders, Lions, Eagles, and Bucks versus the NFC field? Will you take the field or these 5 teams? Do you think 2 teams are going to come out of these 5?
I think 2 come out of those 5.
Me too. Okay. And get this. I think the only reason that the Eagles are close is because of the preparation they made for 26 and 27. I'm going to tell these guys this. And I told you this before the show. I think Philadelphia is going to win a Super Bowl in the next 3 years. I just don't know what year that. Get this, folks. I just don't know what year that is.
I think that's a fair take.
You know, I mean, right, Zander? Next 3 years, the chances of the Philadelphia Eagles winning a Super Bowl.
It does feel like organizationally we're built to go back.
Yeah.
My question would be this year. You know,
or how about what year? Right. What year are you gonna go back to the game?
Right, let's go to some of the comments from what I asked. All right. Yale says he feels good. Billy John says Super Bowl. Brian says, I'm not impressed. Prince says 15-2. Prince, you just take yourself out of the conversation with stupid comments.
Yeah.
Emre says, stop being fickle and be a fan. Emre, don't tell me what to do. Jay says, too much to overcome. Ethan says, 13 W's. Josh B says, I think we have too much to overcome.
Okay.
Eduardo says, special season. Max says, I don't think we repeat, but always hopeful. I think that's fair, Mac. I think that's a fair, honest.
That's a good fan. That's a nice, honest fan comment.
Yep. Jay says, our defense dominated in the Super Bowl, and we got rid of half of them. Sounds like he's been listening to the National Football Show.
How you doing?
William says, repeating as Super Bowl champs, book it.
Book it.
Slagger says, the Rams are one big hit from Garoppolo running. You might be right, man. Stafford's back's a little concerning.
He is walking around like he's an old lady. No doubt about it. We got a super chat here. Here
we go. Jeff Bone says, to be fair, we was asking the same questions last preseason. Xander, you're right. Shit happens regardless. I agree, Bonehead. I agree. Look, there's always the opportunity for them to go and do it. The question is, Bonehead, how big is the mountain you have to climb, and how good are the warriors that you have with you climbing that mountain? You know, a lot of them have changed. We got a lot of different guys this year. I don't question the core. I don't question what the unit does, but you're only as good as your weakest link. How weak will that link be this year? WP says, any word or thoughts on fullback Ben Van Sumeren?
What's happening with him?
John says he's going to make the team, so I think he's going to make the team, but we'll see.
You know, it's funny. He's going to make the team, but I haven't seen him.
I don't know. He's kind of one of those names like WP. I don't know what you think about the guy. I kind of like the player, but I'll say this, dude. I've had like 3 years now where I've heard all about fucking Ben Van Sumeren, and 3 straight years he hasn't done jock shit. So I don't really care whether he's here or whether he's not, because I don't think he makes a difference. All right. But hey, maybe they'll keep him.
Have they even practiced being in a fullback set?
I haven't heard much about it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that in a fullback set here. All right, Big Z, listen, you covered for me, man. By the way, Mr. Merrill Reese said that he got held up and he will be with us tomorrow. So we will talk to the legend himself. He's got another surprise for me.
Uh-oh.
Jalen gave him something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That one caught fire, that last one.
It did.
Look at Prince. This guy, Prince is sometimes such a little cesspot. 15-2. I'm sorry, I'm not a crybaby like Zander. We just we are built different, Prince. I'm a fucking realist. You fucking live in fairy tale land like the honeys do. All right, Prince? You live in fucking in honeyland, man, in fairy tale land.
Like the fucking Huns do. Hey, Zander, absolutely awesome. I thank you so much, man. Don't forget, folks, Birds 365, it's going to be totally packed because this is the last day of training camp.
Yeah,
Cuts, by the way, too, ask John this question. I want you to ask this topic question for me. Ask him who he feels are going to be cut on Saturday.
Yeah, I will. We're going to talk about that.
And also, Zander, this Jets game, who is this Jet game mean the most to? Like who has to play well?
John's going to laugh at that. He's going to say nobody.
Okay, so wait a minute. What John doesn't get is that
I know.
There's still guys that have to make a roster. You have to make a roster still. All right. I can't wait to hear. Big Z, thank you, bro.
All right, Sills. Appreciate you guys. See you, everybody. Prince, cheer up, big guy. Cheer up, Prince. Love you, buddy.
You got it, man. I appreciate that, dude, man, very much so. He was awesome. We appreciate him. Don't forget to check out Birds 365. Let's pay some bills here. Don't forget the #1 injury law firm in all of America is Morgan & Morgan. Very proud to have these guys part of the program. Guys, we so appreciate it that they are part of our program, and they are the #1 injury law firm in all of America with over $30 billion recovered. Simple as that. $30 billion recovered with families across the country. Remember how Morgan & Morgan started. I told you the story. John's brother got paralyzed, and he did not want to see other companies taking advantage of other families across the country. And so it was a statement for him to start this company with him and his wife, Ultima. Morgan & Morgan's a family-run business, and John has gone out and he's been an advocate for making sure that people don't get taken advantage of. That story needs to be told more, why Morgan & Morgan is around and why they're the #1 injury law firm in all of the world. Do me a favor. Check them out at forthepeople.com/bigsills or poundlaw529. That's forthepeople.com/bigsills or poundlaw529, and do me a favor. You tell them Big Sill sent you.
This is